Welcome to Off Grid Victory. So just want to give you a quick update on the progress of this container bathroom build, but wanted to show you the plumbing work that I've done. So obviously the tub, faucet, the shower fixture stuff has been done. You can see it's mounted. Last week I think I showed you a video of cutting holes into this porcelain. But anyway, yeah, I started sweating copper and joining them, and or some people I guess call it soldering too. So anyway, I've been doing that kind of work, and so it's important to just show you some of the work that I've done to it. I'll maybe do a soldering video or sweating video in the future just to show you what I've done, but that actually is not this video. So before you can do all this work, let me back up here, put this on the ground. Before you can do all this work and do all your nice little joints and soldering and sweating, what you need to do is do the most crucial and basic thing first, and that is to clean your pipe really well. So what I wanted to show you was this product right here, which I would highly recommend, and so that is a Harbor Freight product right here. It is the 4-in-1 battery brush. Now it's a stainless steel brush to take the corrosion or the oxidation off of the copper that you're going to join. And so this particular pipe cleaner, I mean, if you buy the name brand stuff like Lennox or whatever from the big box store, this guy is a fraction of the cost. And so that's the number one reason to use this thing. But I wanted to give you some tips and tricks in order to make this particular brush last a very long time, because obviously you're doing a lot of joints. You want to save money. That's why you're going with a cheaper product that still works pretty well. And so yeah, I'm going to show you how to extend the life of this guy. So we'll take a piece of copper, and so ultimately you want to end up with a nice shiny piece of copper like so, and move it more into focus, like so. And so first of all, you start out with a piece like this, which is highly oxidized. And so the first trick is these will do the inside, and that'll do this will do the inside, and that'll do the outside. So when you do the outside, pick a side, either the thread holding bolt area or the screw area. Just pick a side, and then rotationally go in one direction. So I'm going clockwise here. I'm going to go clockwise like this, and I'm going to shine this thing as and I'll use this quite a bit for many fittings. And then when you start to get to a point where it's not doing a great job of cleaning, like so, you can see that it's just kind of surface scratched that a little bit. Here it's really clean, here it's not. Then what I do is flip it to the other side, and then I'll keep rotating the same direction clockwise, and then that will extend the service life of this inside, in terms of this outside cleaning area. And so then, you use it and you'll get a cleaner surface. And so I've probably gone through, let's say, 2 of these in my entire plumbing so far of this little area. But you can use it many times if you do that. Now, what I've seen people do is rotate it one way, flip it and rotate another way, or go flip it back and forth and kind of rotate it like that. That is going to dull this out very fast, and it's going to destroy all the bristles. They're not going to be on one side. So, like I said, especially for the outside component, just go one direction and go slowly and gently until it scratches off all of the corrosion. And then after many fittings like this, then use the other side and rotate it the same way. Now the inside part, obviously take this brush, same thing, rotate it in one direction. When it doesn't clean anymore, then rotate it on the other side, other way, and then use it. Now, the final little trick that you can do to this to really extend the life of these things is what I'm going to show you next, and that is to go ahead and take it apart. So I'm going to go ahead and take this apart. Okay, so then when you take it apart, alrighty, there goes that piece, and there goes that piece. Okay, now you can put this back together and use it like that. But what you get out of it are two brushes like that, two stainless steel brushes. And what you can do with that is use it even further. And so this is how I use these pieces. So for instance, here's one that's been very badly damaged from using it. And you can see all the bristles are crushed, and they're one way and another way, blah, blah, blah. And you'd be like, well, I should just toss that. No, you don't have to. You can actually reuse that, and you can even do it faster by putting it on a drill. So you can clean the inside of a pipe in this fashion much faster by attaching now that piece to the drill. Now, the only thing you have to do is a slight modification. What you need to do is on a new bristle like this, on an old bristle that you use, you see how it was attached through a loop in that Harbor Freight tool. So you have to cut that center out, which I did, and then crimp it back down straight. Now, here's one that I already did to just kind of show you. So I cut the center and crimped it together. So now I have a better flush point where I can take the drill and attach it to, because beforehand I couldn't do that. Like it would be too wobbly. It wouldn't hold on that triangular clasp. So that's why I had to cut it. But then now you can do this. Alrighty, so let me show you. Look at how fast this will clean. And yeah, I want to see if the camera can focus in on that. Look at how clean that thing got that fast. So at any rate, also, yeah, also if you have a newer brush, then you can just kind of do this, and then obviously, counter rotation against the drill, and then scratch up the outside too. So you could do it both ways, I guess. But yeah, now you got another tool, and it'll be faster, and of course you're extending the life of this brush cleaner. And so yeah, that's how you get the most bang for your money out of this tool. Like I said, I definitely recommend the Harbor Freight product for this 4-in-1 battery brush, and it's definitely well worth it when you are doing this much piping. And obviously this is a shipping container, so I'm not I'm not sweating that much copper, but still, I mean, it makes life a lot easier than the tried and true, which sometimes you have to do, of course. You have to go tried and true once in a while. And that is this guy right here. And that's just the sand cloth, 120 grit. This will absolutely do a shining job on your copper, take all the oxidation off, but a lot more labor intensive than obviously using something like a drill, something powered. And of course, even this, something that's already built kind of ergonomically to use with your hands. So I would definitely recommend the Harbor Freight product. Make sure that copper is clean before you do any kind of sweating or soldering. I mean, that really is the key and the fundamentals of making sure your joint will get the proper flux and the proper solder in there to hold that joint without having a leak. All right, shalom.